Are you recently retired or hoping to retire in the next 5 years? Well, even if you've done a great job of saving and investing, the truth is what you do next could have an even bigger impact on your retirement because there are a handful of often overlooked opportunities that could really stretch your money far beyond what you might expect. These opportunities include how you could significantly reduce your taxes, get more income when you file for Social Security, pay for the skyrocketing cost of healthcare, generate consistent and reliable income, and much more. And when all those strategies are all working together for you, every dollar could be working harder for you year after year after year. Hi there, I'm Kelly DeMarco, and welcome to Retire Ready Today with True North Advisors. We have a great show planned for you today, and in the next 30 minutes, our retirement planning professional with years of financial planning experience will share 5 overlooked opportunities that could help your money go a lot further in retirement.
Saving for retirement is a great start, but it's what you do with this money that really matters. What's your plan to reduce your taxes, generate income, withdraw money from your IRA or 401k, or pay for the skyrocketing cost of health care? Welcome to Retire Ready Today with Matt Dixon of True North Advisors. Matt is a fiduciary retirement advisor and is a member of the Forbes Finance Council. This is where you can count on straightforward and objective advice about how you can make the most out of every dollar you've saved for retirement.
Hi there, and welcome to Retire Ready Today with True North Advisors. I'm Kelly DeMarco, and today we're talking about 5 overlooked opportunities that could really make your money go a lot further in retirement. Joining us is Matt Dixon. He is the founder of True North Advisors. Matt's a financial advisor, a registered financial consultant, and a member of the Forbes Finance Council. So, Matt, thanks so much for being here today.
Always great to be here, Kelly.
We've got a lot of things to cover today.
Yeah, we do. Y'all know that you've worked hard and you've saved your money well, and you can max out your IRA and 401k. You can even make good investment decisions. But that doesn't automatically set you up for a successful retirement. There are many other critical things that you have to address. And today I want to talk about 5 opportunities you have right now that could make your money go a lot further in retirement.
I can't wait to dive in. So let's talk about what is the first big opportunity you want to share with us?
Yeah, so the first big opportunity could be one of the most important things you can do that could make your money last a lot longer in retirement. That is retirement tax planning. This could be the single most significant opportunity we talk about today, because even if you do a few simple things here, it could lead to a windfall of tax savings. Yet hardly anyone takes advantage of it. Kelly, most people think they'll pay fewer taxes in retirement because they're no longer earning a paycheck, but that won't be the case for most hardworking Americans. In fact, many retirees could pay even more taxes in retirement than when they were working.
It seems kind of backwards. I mean, why is that?
Definitely, it is backwards. Well, if you think about it, when you retire, most of your income will likely come from tax-deferred IRAs and 401ks. But tax-deferred doesn't mean tax-free. It just means you'll pay taxes later. And since you never pay taxes on the contributions to your IRA and 401k, you will pay taxes when you start withdrawing this money in retirement. And make no mistake about it, you'll pay taxes on every single dollar, and unfortunately, it doesn't stop here. You could also pay taxes on the income from your Social Security and any other investment income from interest, dividends, or real estate. All of this money, every single dollar, gets taxed as ordinary income, the same way you were taxed when you were earning a paycheck. And when you add it all up, in many cases, it's enough income that could trigger even more taxes than when you were working. That's why your largest expense in retirement will likely be taxes.
And I'm imagining this is probably a big wake-up call for a lot of our viewers today.
It's huge. And people get blindsided because they don't see it coming. And if you think about it, these taxes could cause you to run through your entire life savings a whole lot faster than you would think.
So Matt, let's talk a little bit more about some of these tax planning strategies you have for retirement.
Yeah, when you think about taxes, most people think about how you could save money on taxes this year. But that's not where the big savings are. The big savings are with tax planning, which is different than tax preparation. That's very different. And this is especially powerful with your taxes in retirement. Even a little bit of effort here could lead to massive tax savings for the rest of your life. Ultimately, that means you keep more money in your pocket.
Which we like. It makes a lot of sense. But what happens if you do nothing? I mean, what happens if you just pull your money out of your IRA and your 401k whenever you just need money?
Yeah, doing nothing is a huge mistake because if you do nothing, you're almost guaranteed to pay the IRS a lot more than you have to. And believe me, the government won't stop you from doing that. They'll gladly take your money. That's why retirement tax planning isn't really optional here. It's essential.
So give us a little bit of an example of one of these tax planning strategies.
Yeah, so of course, one of the biggest opportunities right now is converting traditional IRA or 401k into a Roth. The Wall Street Journal said retirees who convert to a Roth in the early years of retirement, when their taxable income is low, may be able to make their portfolios last up to 7 years longer. And Ed Slott, who's been recognized as one of the nation's top experts on IRAs, said Roth accounts are the best possible retirement accounts anyone could own. There are a lot of benefits I could go into here, but I'll just mention a couple of them. When you convert your traditional IRA or 401k into a Roth account, which is a tax-free account, you have to pay taxes on the amount of money you convert, but you'll never pay taxes on any of this money again. And if your investments in a Roth grew by 500 or even 5 million, it doesn't matter. You wouldn't pay taxes on any of this growth. On the other hand, if that money remained in your traditional IRA and 401k, you would pay taxes on every penny of that growth. The second biggest benefit of doing this now is taxes are at 40-year lows. You're going to have to pay taxes on this money at some point, so you might as well pay taxes when they're on sale, right? But this is just one example of many strategies we use to reduce your taxes in retirement.
It's incredible and something to think about. I mean, I think we all think about, how we're going to grow our money, but I wonder if people don't realize, how much more money they could keep just by reducing their taxes, especially now.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily how much you make, it's how much you keep, right? So most people will spend their lives saving in tax-deferred IRAs and 401ks without ever thinking about the tax consequences with these accounts. But when they retire, they get blindsided. That's where compounding tax savings comes in. This is not a product or a loophole. It's just a smarter way of planning. The idea is simple. If you could save $10,000 in taxes this year, and every year for the next 25 years, that's $250,000 in lifetime savings, right? But because our savings stay invested, they could quietly snowball into $300,000, $400,000, or even $500,000. The best part is you don't have to have millions of dollars. Anyone with more than $200,000 could realize significant tax savings.
It sounds like a great opportunity to make your money go a lot further in retirement.
And that's what this is about, Kelly, is if you have only one takeaway from today's show, you should really take advantage of tax planning for retirement. I'm telling you, this could change the course of your retirement. That's why we offer the viewers our retirement tax savings analysis. This analysis is free. There's no cost, and it's not some off-the-shelf report. It's customized for your specific situation. And here's how it works. You'll meet with one of our advisors who specializes in retirement tax planning, who will get some basic information from you. Next, they'll research the tax planning strategies that are best suited for your situation. And then they'll crunch the numbers for you. They'll lay out how much you're projected to pay in taxes in retirement now versus how much you could save using some simple tax planning strategies. Kelly, the tax savings are often meaningful. It depends on how much money you've saved, but it's not uncommon for us to uncover 6 figures in lifetime savings. And that kind of money could go a long way in retirement. Now, most financial advisors don't understand these retirement tax complexities, but even if they did, they would likely charge you thousands of dollars for a customized analysis. But we'll do this customized analysis for you at no charge, even if you're not a client yet. We believe that creating this value first is the only way to start a potential relationship.